If you're familiar with text adventures, then you've probably heard of Zork, a text adventure series started in 1977 for mainframe computers that was ported to personal computers as Zork 1, 2, and 3 in 1980 by Infocom. And while Zork was a slang term for an incomplete program, the game was the exact opposite, being able to determine full sentences for more accurate instructions. Fast forward years later, and the adventure game genre started to evolve from having just text, to crude images, to having still images, to having fully interactive and animated scenes, eventually leading to the point-and-click adventure game. That brings us to 1997 and Zork Grand Inquisitor, a point-and-click adventure game which ended up being the last in the series. And I gotta say, if this is the end of the series, boy, does it go out with a bang. Grand Inquisitor starts off in the land of Zork, where magic has been banned by the decree of the new ruler, the Inquisitor himself, played by Eric Avari. You are Afghankop. Yep, that's your name. It's not a bottom smash. Which stands for ageless, faceless, gender-neutral, culturally ambiguous adventure person. Yeah, that. You are a vacuum salesman when suddenly you end up down a well, which leads you to another world. So basically your standard isekai plot. From here, the game becomes your standard point-and-click adventure, full of discovery, cryptic puzzles, and hilarity. And it's that last point that made me want to talk about this game. It's hilarious. The reason for your name, Afghankop, to how you solve certain puzzles.
It's stuck.
What was the point of that?
It says right there in case of
You have to break the glass.
Yeah.
Oh.
This game is a hoot the entire way through. Everything from spells, the enemies, the puzzles, the tastefully made FMV cutscenes, and etc. This is a game that uses its bizarre brand of dry, witty humor to keep you engaged. But don't take my word for it, go play it for yourself. Or watch the highlight reel over on Guitar Prince's channel that I totally edited, but I'm not your dad. Briefly, I want to discuss the game's overall presentation. Graphically, it's really well done for a mostly FMV-based game from the late 90s. Yes, images are compressed, this had to fit on a CD after all, but the game still looks colorful and the compression gives it that retro feel. The voice acting and acting in general is both witty and well done, with a few awkward moments that tend to work in the game's favor.
Fucking run.
Oh god.
Everyone does an outstanding job, and you can tell they were having fun with it. There's a few bugs here and there, but nothing horribly game-breaking. The FMV cutscenes themselves are just great, especially that opening one which sets the tone for the whole game.
Propaganda on parade. Brought to you by Probaz Electric, makers of the Probaz Electric Totemizer. Probaz Electric, we bring bad things to light.
Lastly, the game goes for a zany or generic magical tone with the sound, which just adds to the gameplay, and the music is frickin' baller. The best part is, you don't even have to track down an original copy of this game to enjoy it yourself. Zork Grand Inquisitor is available on both Steam and GOG. However, the GOG version switched over to the Scum version, which apparently has a bug that doesn't give you the full 1,000 points for completing everything in the game, so just keep that in mind. And really, that's all I wanted to say about this game. Not really a full review, more of a, hey, this game exists and is really cool and you should totally check it out for yourself. Luckily, it's not a long game and can be completed in about 5 hours, and definitely fits into my definition of a Sunday afternoon game, just something you can kick back and leisurely play. If you've got an evening to kill, you can't go wrong with Zork Grand Inquisitor.